What now? 180.
Big express. Big stop. Let's go.
180.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, 734. Kill. Turn. Ready one. Turn.
49, guys. Mike.
Now Carr. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's get off the field.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Motion to the backfield.
Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
44, 40, right down. 44, 93.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
6-man. Check curls, check. Red lady. The lady. Check.
On first down, Darnold. This is caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Hey, Haywood. He don't want it. 36. Lady. Mike's 50. Watch the curls.
Darnold now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. On 1st down, it's Darnold. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. This complete to Jones. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
Mike, express. They can't hang with that. Hey, high 7. 44 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Lady. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch. Greystone, Travis.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Blue Dog Horford. 694. Express. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 44. 9.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he finds Howard complete. Pushing his way through. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Topper. Ringo. Well, Dumbo.
Carr now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch out.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
29. Lucky. High down. Express. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing again. Carr completes it to Davis. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Uses the stiff arm. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now Carr. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's caught inside the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
No 80. No gain on this defense. No gain. No 80. Keep going.
And they are going for it. Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Nice, sweetheart.
No 80.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Raider 1.
We got to step it up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be caught. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sponge. No. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Ready?
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
50's the mic. All day, dog.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Darnold on first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We go, run.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Check. Here we go, D. Here I come. Raider 2.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Carr now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Army. 29 is the Mike 29.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, it's Jacobs. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To the air again, Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Back to throw, Darnold. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run it with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Down. 180. We're good. 180.
Now Carr. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check 50. Check 50. Express.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Back. Hey, 734. White. Check three. Purdue.
Mike spoke. Hey, watch the slant.
Purdue. 637. Express.
Back to throw, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Jim. Kill. Express.
To throw is Carr. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Oakland, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.